So, you're in the kitchen, chopping up an onion, feeling all confident like you're about to be on one of those cooking shows. Then boom, your eyes start watering like you just watched the saddest movie ever made. But here's the thing. It's not you being overly dramatic, it's the onion. Onions literally come with built-in tear gas. Yeah, you heard that right. Tear gas. And no, they're not trying to emotionally manipulate you. It's just plain old science. Let's break it down. Inside every onion are tiny little compartments. One corner, you've got the sulfur compounds, and in the other, the enzymes. They stay separate, minding their own business, until you come in with your knife and wreck the place. When you slice through the onion, you're basically mixing those two ingredients like you're some unqualified chemist. Boom, the enzymes go too. You work on the sulfur compounds, and they create a gas with the so-fancy name, syn-propanethial S-oxide. Sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, but it's very real. It's very mean. Now, this gas doesn't just sit there politely. Nope. It floats right up into your eyes. Your eyes, by the way, are super sensitive. They don't care for this nonsense. As soon as the gas hits the surface of your eyes, it reacts with the water in your tears to form a mild sulfuric acid. Yes, acid. In your eyeballs. Your eyes immediately freak out, go into self-defense mode, and say, nope, not today. The nerves tell your tear glands to release more water to flush it all out. That's why you start crying like you've just been broken up with via text message. Here's the funny part. Onions didn't evolve this chemical reaction because they were worried about humans making salsa. Nope, they made it as a defense system against bugs and animals that might want to eat them. Think about it, if you were a tiny little critter and you took a bite of raw onion, and suddenly your eyes were burning and you couldn't see straight, you'd think twice about munching on onions again. So basically, when you cry chopping an onion, you're just collateral damage in an evolutionary arms race. The onion wasn't coming for you specifically, you just happened to bring the knife. And here's something you didn't ask for, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Not all onions are created equal. Yellow and white onions usually have way more of those sulfur compounds, so they'll make you cry the hardest. Sweet onions, like Vidalias, have less of the tear-inducing stuff, so they're kinder to your eyes. It's like the difference between getting roasted by a comedian and being lightly teased by a friend. Still uncomfortable, but you'll survive. So, can you actually stop the onion tears? Sort of. People swear by tricks like chilling the onion before cutting running water nearby, or even wearing goggles. Do they work? Sometimes. But let's be real. Unless you're ready to look like a mad scientist in your kitchen with full swim goggles on, you're probably still going to cry. There's even been some lab work on creating tearless onions. Yeah, that's right. Scientists out here trying to genetically engineer onions that won't make you sob. Imagine crying over your ex instead of your salad prep. Revolutionary. But honestly, why bother fighting it? Crying over onions is kind of a kitchen tradition at this point. It's a shared human experience. You meet professional chefs on TV, everybody gets humbled by an onion eventually. There's something kind of comforting about that. Sure, you may not be able to master, but you can definitely join the elite club of people who bawled their eyes out over taco night. Congratulations, you're basically normal. So let's recap. Why do onions make you cry? Because when you chop them, you unleash an enzyme-powered chemical reaction. That produces a gas called syn-propanethial oxide. The gas heads straight for your eyes, reacts with the water there, creates acid, and triggers your tear glands to go into overdrive. The onion gets to defend itself, and you get to look like you just finished binge-watching a tragic Netflix series. Everybody wins. Well, except your eyeballs. And that, my friends, is the science of onion tears. Weird, messy, slightly painful, but kind of fascinating. Next time someone catches you sniffling over a cutting board, just tell them, relax, it's not feelings, it's chemistry. You'll sound smart, even if your mascara is running down your face. This has been Think Bits, where we casually explain why the most random things happen to you. Thanks for crying with me today. Now go chop responsibly.